welcome back to our fountain pen channel. Today I will review the Pelikan M400. It's Souverän M400 Tortoiseshell. This is a special edition made by Pelikan. I bought this pen in 2018, if I'm not wrong. And this is my first pen with a broad nib. This pen, it's really beautiful. I love this pen. It's not the big size as M800 or M1000. For sure it's not. And let me remove the cap. This is a screw cap, just to show you some details here. So this is the Pelikan logo in the top of the cap. Here, the clip, that's traditional Pelikan clip shape, and it's a pretty nice clip to use in a pocket because this curve here make it easy to place into a pocket and also to remove that. As I told you, is a screw cap. Okay, so let's find out how many turns we need to open the pen. So consider the clip as a reference. Here we go. 1, and it's open. You need to be very, very careful because sometimes looks that the pen is start to get a little bit loose and you can't screw the cap very, very tight because you can damage the threads and you can damage the cap itself. So I used to turn when I feel that it's okay, it's closed, and a gentle turn a little bit more just to be sure that the clip, that the cap is safe. Okay. The pen closed. That is 1, 2, 3, 4 bands here, 2 in the cap, 1 is thicker than the other one, and 2 with the same size between the barrel and the blind cap. Here in the clip it says, I'm not sure if I can show you, but it says Pelikan Souverän and Germany. There is no indication of the model or of the finish. It's just a Pelikan Souverän Germany. So it doesn't say M400 Tortoiseshell. Let's uncap again. Here there is another band between the grip section and the feed nib. The feed and the nib. It's a good one as well. A small waist here. Here are the threads that screw the cap. They're a little bit sharp, but doesn't bother me. Okay, I can hold this position, but it's almost impossible not to touch the threads unless you hold the pen in this highest position here. Okay. For sure, it's not a big pen, yeah? It's possible to post, but I don't like to do that. Always, I'm a little bit afraid to scratch the pen, not to broken the cap. And has a nice size, even for a small hand like mine, okay? Here on the barrel, this finish is a translucent one, so against the light you can see the ink reservoir and you can see how much ink do you have inside that. I'm afraid that Pelikan will stop to make pens with this kind of translucent barrel. Looks that they will change that to make the material a little bit cheaper than this one, that for sure is not a cheaper one, it's an expensive one. This nib, it's a really nice and beautiful nib. You can see that below the breathe hole of the nib, there is the Pelikan symbol. And below that, it says, let me be sure about that, just to take a quick look here with my loop. Okay, below that, it says 14 character because it's a gold nib, and 585, that is, it's a kind of classification of the golds. I'm not sure about that. And below that, there is the letter B because it's a broad nib. Yeah, so maybe I'm wrong, but I think this is the most beautiful pen in my collection. That's not a big collection. I have just 18 pieces of pens. Okay, so let's do a right sample to show you that I think that's the most important part of any fountain pen review. Here we go again. This is a paper that's like a card, 120 grams, this paper. So this is the Pelikan Souverän. Sorry. Let's do it again because I didn't place in a good view for you. Again. Pelikan Souverän M400 Special Edition Tortoiseshell. It's a gold nib, $14K. It's Auron, 585. I'm not sure what this means. I think this is a specific classification for the golds. The ink here, it's a Pelikan Edelstein Aquamarine. Sorry, it's a broad nib. This is important. Broad nib. So there is some skips, but very few skips. I have a problem with baby's bottom with this pen, believe me, with this nib, but I could almost correct that 100%, almost. Okay, so I did not continue to polish the nib because I was afraid that I could damage that. But yes, this is a specific one that came with this problem, but I could solve it by myself without the need to send back to the seller or send back to the Pelikan, just to let you know. So, writing in different directions, pretty good. Vertical lines look a little bit thicker than the horizontal lines. If you push hard a little bit, it's possible to have some line variation, and it's a very wet nib feeder. Our famous sentence. Numbers. And reverse writing. It's scratching, but not so much, but I think that you can listen on the video. So if you need an extra fine pen, you can use the broad nib of the Pelikan. It's important as well, it's a piston filler. I almost forget that, piston filler. Okay guys, that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please leave your comments below, okay? And I will see you next time. Bye bye.